You're pulled over. Doesn't matter where. Doesn't matter when. The officer looks inside your car, pauses, then asks you one question. Is this gun registered to you? Now your heart is racing. Because that question sounds simple. It sounds like something you should just answer. Yes. No. 2 words. That's it. But here's the reality. That question is not about information. It's about building a case. And what you say next could turn a routine traffic stop into something that follows you for years. I'm Marcus Cole, criminal defense attorney and creator of the Reality Manual, where we teach you the rights they never taught you in school. Most people believe this. If I'm legal, I should just answer. That feels right. It feels respectful. You don't want to look suspicious. You don't want to make things worse. So you talk, you explain, you try to be cooperative. And that's exactly how people get into trouble. Because cooperation does not mean answering every question. Let me say that again. Cooperation does not mean answering every question. It means complying with lawful orders. There's a difference, and most people don't know it until it's too late. That question, is this gun registered to you? It's not casual. It's a legal doorway. Because depending on how you answer, you may be admitting ownership, possession, or control. And once that's on record, you don't get to take it back. People think, I'll just tell the truth and be fine. But the system doesn't work like that. The system works on evidence. And your words are evidence. Your constitutional rights are like a seatbelt. They don't stop the crash. They protect you when it happens. But only if you use them. This situation is governed by one of the most important protections you have, the Fifth Amendment. That amendment protects you from being forced to incriminate yourself. Plain English, you don't have to answer questions that can be used against you. Not later. Not in court. Not at all. But here's where people mess up. You have to clearly say it. You have to invoke it. If you stay silent without saying why, that silence can be misunderstood. So you must make it clear. Now let's connect something else. Questions about a gun often lead to searches, and that's where the Fourth Amendment comes in. That amendment protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures. Plain English? Police generally need a warrant or a valid legal reason to search, but if you talk too much or say the wrong thing, you might accidentally give them that legal reason. That's called probable cause. And once probable cause exists, your protection shrinks fast. Important, this applies federally, but gun laws vary by state. Registration rules, transport laws, and possession laws are different depending on where you are. So always know your state laws or speak to a licensed attorney in your area. Now we get to the part that actually protects you. Not theory, not opinions, exact words. Memorize this. Officer, is this gun registered to you? You say, I am invoking my right to remain silent. That's it. No explanation, no story, just that sentence. Officer, why not just answer the question? You say, I am invoking my right to remain silent. Yes, again, same words, same tone. Repetition is power. Officer, are you saying it's not yours? You say, I am invoking my right to remain silent. Do not get pulled into the wording. They may rephrase the question. They may try to make it sound easier. It's still the same trap. Officer, step out of the vehicle. You comply. Always comply with lawful orders. Then you say, I do not consent to a search. Clear, calm, controlled. Officer, why not? If you've got nothing to hide, you say, I understand, I still do not consent. No attitude, no argument, just consistency. Officer, are you hiding something illegal? You say, am I being detained or am I free to go? Officer, just answer the question and we'll be done. You say, am I being detained or am I free to go? Again, same words. If they say you're free to go, you leave, calmly. If they say you're being detained, you stay silent. If the situation escalates, you say, I would like to speak with an attorney, and then you stop talking, completely. No side comments, no explanations. Silence means silence. Let me slow this down for you. You are not there to win an argument. You are not there to prove innocence. You are there to avoid giving evidence. The officer's job is to gather information. Your job is to protect your rights. Those two goals are not the same. There are a few phrases that seem harmless, but they can destroy your protection instantly. Never say, yeah, it's mine, but it's legal. You just admitted possession. That's evidence. Even if everything is legal, you just gave them something to build on. Never say, I didn't do anything wrong. That sounds innocent, but it invites more questions. And the more you talk, the more risk you create. Never say, "Let me explain." That is one of the most dangerous phrases you can say, because explanations become statements. Statements become evidence. Evidence becomes charges. And never physically resist, even if you believe the stop is wrong, even if you feel disrespected. Do not resist. Comply in the moment. Fight it later in court. That's how you protect yourself. The street is not where you win. The courtroom is where you win. Say as little as possible. Give them as little as possible. That is not guilt. That is the Constitution. That is the reality manual. Let's talk about what happens when people get this wrong. They answer casually. They think it's no big deal. They say things like, "Yeah, it's mine. It's legal though. I have a permit." And just like that, they've admitted possession. Now the officer has a reason to keep asking questions, to investigate further, to possibly search. And even if nothing illegal is found, that interaction is now documented. Statements recorded, body cam footage saved. Everything you said can be reviewed later. In real cases, people don't get charged because they were guilty. They get charged because they talked too much. That's the part nobody tells you. You don't lose your case because you didn't know the law. You lose it because you didn't know when to stop talking. And once those words are out, you don't get to edit them. You don't get to clarify them. You don't get to take them back. This happens every day, not to criminals, to regular people. People who thought they were doing the right thing. People who believed honesty would protect them. That's why this matters. That's why this video matters. This is exactly why the reality manual exists. Save this, because when this moment happens, when those lights are behind you, when your heart is racing, when the pressure is real, you will not rise to the occasion. You will fall to your training. This is the training. And someone you care about doesn't know this yet. Send it to them, because one moment, one question, one wrong answer can change everything. Quick note. This is legal education, not advice for your specific situation. Laws vary across all 50 states. If you are facing charges or a serious legal situation, talk to a licensed attorney in your state. Stay informed, stay protected.